timeout. Lakeview is going to take a timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds as well. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're about to come out of this timeout here. Lakeview, I don't know, maybe Coach Guevara didn't like what he saw. We got about 5:15 to go here in the first half. And, there's a big difference going into halftime, 14-21-7, then going in 14-21-0. It's a big difference for the team. Momentum. The team comes in with you tend to come out with a little more swagger. You got a little breathing room, especially having to give the ball to the Tigers to start the second half off because they won the toss and deferred. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they get set. They're going to spread the field with their receivers. They're going to use about 3/4 of the field with their receivers as Claxton is in the backfield, steps back to pass. He goes down to his right and hits, who is that? That's number 11 for the Tigers, and hits Ethan Rios and gets a gain of about 9. Going to make it 2nd and 1 here for the Tigers. Actually, probably maybe the first pass I've seen Claxton actually try to throw. A lot of times when he steps back, he's been just tucking the ball to run. And he's had a little bit of success, a little bit of success, a little bit of failure there. But maybe the first completed pass I've seen tonight by him. Same setup. They're only going to be used about 60% of the field. Hand off to Smith up the middle, and he's going to get taken down by a host of Chiefs, but not before, unfortunately, he gets a 10-yard gain on the play, gaining a first down at the 24-yard line for the Tigers. So Chiefs have been good down here on this deep. They've kept Snyder out of the end zone, and Snyder's driven deep into the inside the 25 in the red zone a few times tonight, but not been able to put it in the end zone. So 1st and 10, we get set up. They're going to take quite a bit more of the field now as Claxton takes the snap, hands off to Smith. Smith up the middle. He's going to get about 5 or 6. Well, he might have 7 yards. Yeah, it's going to be about 7 yards. Make it 2nd and 3 as he enters the Angelo MRI red zone at the 17-yard line before he's taken down. Okay, folks. Let's cheer for him. Let's get them going, because this is where your Chiefs want to hear you. If you're listening out there, they don't want to break. They don't want to allow the Tigers to go any further, and they've done real well with it tonight. They've entered the red zone a few times, this Angelo MRI red zone. The Tigers have been in there several times. This is a third time, and they have not been able to put it in, and the Chiefs do not want to let them. So another handoff to Smith as he goes around the right end, and he's going to be taken down at what are they going to say? The 7-yard line. So he's going to get a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Little action out there after. Looks like one of the Tigers' receivers trying to take down one of the cornerbacks there for Lakeview, but he kind of tried to get in the referee's face, and the referee did not throw a flag. And he probably is going to warn the young man, hey, calm down, yada, yada, yada. But he'll be watching for that next time. That Tiger won't get away with that again. So they're going to send 2 receivers to the left. The Tigers will, 1 to the right, as Claxton is going to take the ball and hand it to Smith up the middle, and he's going to walk right into the end zone, 14-6, as the Tigers have a 7-yard touchdown run there. An alpha paving touchdown for the Tigers, and it's going to bring the score. It's going to close the gap, 14-6. 2:51 to go here in the half. Chiefs still certainly have plenty of time to put another touchdown drive together. Number 28 here. I really think that's supposed to be 82, Caden Reed. I remember Caden from my time. That looks like that could be him. I'm not sure. But he's wearing 28, and he's listed here as 82. I don't know. Either way, their kicker's back. for the extra point, and the ball's down, the kick is up, and it's good. 14-7. Your Chiefs still lead it as we see the instant replay here with Alpha Paving. Smith never really, number 70 got back there, didn't quite take him down. 70 there for Lakeview, that's Trey Henry. He got back there, just couldn't quite get him down. Smith's a quick little dude, and he just kind of ran away from him and didn't get touched the rest of the way in. That happens. That's okay, though. We're going to have another Schurz Landscaping kickoff, and I'm going to tell you what. My money says Lakeview's going to put it back in the end zone right before the half and take momentum into the locker room here for halftime. At least I sure hope that's what they do, folks. I sure hope so. And Braylon White and Francisco Ramirez are going to be back to field the kickoff, sponsored by Schurz Landscaping. And I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with those two young men this year in these first 2 weeks. Both of those young men have done really well running the ball after they get their hands on it. Impressive players. And White especially is not afraid to stretch his body. Well, Ramirez either. Both of them not afraid to go across the middle and stretch out and to make a reception and all that. One of the things Coach Cavato told us before the first game in the coaches show was, these young men are learning to play for each other, and I see that. I see that on the field. They're doing a great job. As here comes the Schurz Landscaping kickoff here, and it's going to be fielded by Francisco Ramirez, and he's going to field it at the 15, and he's across the 20 and slips at the 24, 25-yard line. Surely they're not going to put him at the 23. But he went to turn to his right and go around a large conglomerate of Tigers and just lost his footing. They say the 23-yard line. Okay. Here's what it is. But that's where the Chiefs will take over. Probably one of their better starting positions tonight. 2:46 to go here in the first quarter as Alvizo's in the backfield, and he's going to hand off up the middle. And the pile's going to start moving. Looks like maybe the pile gets another 2 yards as that goes to the handoff to Samuel Ramirez. Looks like they're going to move the pile a couple yards. I guess they blew it dead at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Or 2nd and 10. My apologies, folks. And so the Chiefs are going to stretch the field as far as they can. Braylon White all the way on the other side of that field as Alvizo is going to go out to number 2 there as he's going to get the first down. He's going to go down at about the 34. But they say fumble, but I think it might have been out of bounds. I'm not 100%. Let's see. Now they're going to say the Tigers recovered the fumble. Let's look at this on Alpha Paving instant replay. I thought maybe it was out of bounds. He did fumble it. Oh, no, sure enough. He did recover it in bounds. That's James there for the Tigers. He does recover it in bounds, unfortunately, at the 34-yard line. Tigers going to take over with 2:06 to go here in the first half at the 34-yard line. I have a feeling we're going to see a heavy dose of Danon Smith here because that's the only thing that's really worked for the Tigers. And sure enough, around the right end, it's Danon Smith. And he's going to get – he broke several tackles around the 25-yard line, going to get up to the 21-yard line, and going to be first down at the 21-yard line for the Tigers. The Tigers the Chiefs have to find an answer for Danon Smith. It's just that simple. They're going to have to find an answer and to find a way to spread the defense. The cornerback's going to have to key on him something. Call a corner blitz. I'm not sure what you do here, but you have to find an answer for Danon Smith because he's fast and he's running around either edge at will. He's doing what he wants right now. He's kind of on fire, as they say. And so Claxton gets the ball, and he's going to step back to pass. He's going to go down the field, and it's going to be into the ground. Intended receiver, number 8, Kason Reinhardt, but it lands way short, 2nd and 10. I'm not even sure where he was throwing, if he was really throwing that to him. So, but yeah, the Chiefs are going to have to find a way to slow Danon Smith down. They knew coming in he's a feature back. He's a feature back for a reason, folks. He's a senior, and he's fast. I mean, he runs track for him. He does a lot of stuff for him, and he is super fast. So they're going to get lined up here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and another handoff to Danon Smith. And this time the Chiefs got an answer as they take him down for a loss of 2 or 3. Probably going to be 2 with a 3rd and 12. They're going to say a loss of 1, 3rd and 11. Either way, that's good news because, as we see here in the instant replay by Alpha Paving, your corners and your inside and outside linebacker on that side just kind of collapsed in as Braylon White comes down with the tackle and just takes him down and says, "No, sir, not today." And so 3rd and 11 here for the Tigers. 46 seconds and counting to go here in the first half. Certainly the Tigers, well, they're either going to take a penalty or call a timeout. I'm guessing the timeout's going to get called. Yes. They're going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Both teams are coming out of the timeout. Here's the situation. We got 34 seconds. It's 14-7. 34 seconds to go in the first half. The Tigers are at 3rd and 11. Chiefs just had a good tackle for a loss of Danon Smith. They finally got a play to stop him. And that's where we sit, folks. And the Tigers are trying to tie this game up before the half, but Claxton is going to step back for the pass. He's got an open man, and unfortunately, it's going to be a touchdown Tigers on a 23-yard pass to Kason Reinhardt. He broke away from his corner. The safeties didn't quite collapse on him. Here we go with the instant replay by Alpha Paving, and it looks like, honestly, what happened here is Reinhardt was able to break off of Isaac Monreal, and Isaac just didn't see him break out. Looked like he had a little stutter step, and it kind of fooled Monreal. And that's 14-13 pending the extra point here for the Tigers with 27 seconds to go in the first half here. And extra point pending as Cabrera's the holder. Gets the get it down. Nearly blocked, really. But it is going to be a successful extra point try. It's going to make it 14-all. And chances are you expect that's where we're going to be going into the half, barring a big touchdown return on the Schurz Landscaping kickoff here in just a few moments. I don't know that, I was wrong. Sometimes we're wrong. I thought that we were going to get another heavy dose of Smith, and Claxton stepped back and threw his second pass of the night, and it went to pay dirt. And Reinhardt was able to get a hold of it. Credit where credit's due. It was a good pass. It was a good catch. Reinhardt was able to lose Monreal and get away from him and break off, and Claxton connected with him. Game's certainly a little tighter than I thought it would have been, but I also know these Chiefs going to come out. They could come out and play a completely different second half. We'll have to see what happens there. But as it stands right now, we're probably going to go to the half. 27 seconds left, tied at 14. But we'll see what happens here as we get ready for the Schurz Landscape kickoff here by number 28 of the Snyder Tigers. White and Ramirez back to receive the kickoff. They're standing at about the 12 and 13 yard line respectively as the kick is up. And Ramirez is going to field it about the 7 yard line. He comes across the 15, the 20. He's breaking a few tackles. Oh, my goodness, folks. He may take it. Oh, shoestring tackle at the 45 yard line as Ramirez started to break. And the last Tiger that could catch him took him down at the 45 yard line. 18 seconds to go. I thought Ramirez was going to break on that. Let's look at that right here on the Alpha Paving Instant Replay. He comes through the Tigers, and he breaks several tackles right here. And then number 1, Danon Smith is the only man that can get him, and he just gets him like a shoestring. Kind of looked like old Tony Romo getting shoestring tackled in the playoffs for the Cowboys. Going to be down. They're going to call it officially the 46-yard line, where that's going to be 1st and 10, and we're going to see if they take it home that way or if they're going to take a shot at the end zone. And they're going to take a shot at the end zone. They get it to Francisco Ramirez. He's across the 50, the 45. He's taken out of bounds. That's going to stop the play clock. It's going to be out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. 11 seconds to go in the first half here. Great little route out there, a little out route, and a good little 11-yard run there by Ramirez. And so a lot of signals coming in here. Looks like Alvizo's got Samuel Ramirez on his side here. And we're going to put it out to Braylon White this time and see what he can do with it. And that's going to be about 5 yards. They're going to say 4 yards. And looks like a timeout. The Chiefs are going to call a quick timeout. And, folks, that was a good little route. I think you thought Braylon could get a little bit more than he got. It's about the 39-yard line. So you're 39 yards from pay dirt. And I'm going to tell you, if you can put this ball in the end zone right here, you got one play, 4 seconds to go in the half. You got one shot. You put this ball in the end zone. If you can get it, that takes Mr. Moe huge shift. And I guarantee you, that Tiger sideline on the defense, Coach Gonzalez is over there telling his Tigers, do not let them get past you. He's probably going to back his defense way up. Going to put his corners at probably like the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, way back. Don't let anybody past you. And the fact is the Chiefs have been getting great yards after the carry or after the catch, and wouldn't surprise me to see us hit somebody and let them go burn them. I mean, and sure enough, the safeties are going about the 25-yard line. You got number 1 and number 11. Number 1 is Danon Smith. Number 11, Ethan Rios. They're at the 24-yard line. That's what he did. He told them, do not let them get past you. And Danon Smith is your fastest athlete. That's what they're doing. And the pass is up. It's down the field, and it's nearly picked off. That's going to take us to the half, folks. Chiefs, Tigers, 14-14 as we go to the half. Ethan Rios a little slow to get up there for the Tigers. He's going to make it up. They're going to get him limping off. He looks like he's all right. Like to see that. Hate to see anyone get hurt. But both teams are going to go to the halftime, go to the locker room, 14-14. And while they do that, we're going to take a break. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Would you like a time-lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services.
Provide us with a better price at the time of purchasing your new tires and we'll match it. It's just that simple. Or find a better price within 30 days of your purchase and we'll refund you the difference. Either way, you win.
Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines and special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Would you like a time lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services.
Provide us with a better price at the time of purchasing your new tires and we'll match it. It's just that simple. Or find a better price within 30 days of your purchase and we'll refund you the difference. Either way, you win.
Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
section of the week is the low brass section. Please give one more round of applause for the Snyder band members. The band program would also like to thank one of our generous sponsors, Bass Oil Field Supplies. The Pride of the West Band is under the direction of Zach Lewis, Skylar Baker, Tristan McCandless, and Roxanne Paris.
Good evening, San Angelo. At this time, it's time to make some noise for your pride of the North Side, Lakeview High School Chieftain Band and the Lakeview High School Chiefettes. The Chieftain Band is under the direction of Franklin Highland, Omar Borbola, Alan Andrus, and Destiny Flores. Color guard instructor is Jillian Atkins. Your drum majors are Elena Mata, Daniel Perez, and Michael Lozano. The Chiefette directors are Kelly Cloud and Sonia Cole. Your 2024-25 Chiefette officers are Captain Isabella Serrano, Captain Oksana Marquez, Lieutenant Abigail Martinez, Lieutenant Jordan Becky. President Social Officer are Kaylee Vela and Alina Reyes. The Chiefette of the Week is Valeria Castañon. And now the Chiefettes will perform to I Knew You Were Trouble.
That one is
members of the week are Jeremiah Aguirre and Christina Martinez. Section of the week is the clarinet. At this time, the Lakeview Band will now present their 2024 halftime show, Shit, arranged by Chris Osmond, featuring Arely Benavides on vocals, Billy White on trombone, Madison Avery on clarinet, and Anthony Martinez on alto saxophone.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We got about 2.5 minutes or so to go here in the halftime, and you got to see the bands there perform, Snyder as well as your Lakeview Chiefs band, and on the Pixelcast Media halftime show. Hey, football fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN, Roku, or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports on Roku and Fire TV. We invite you to check it out and get the best viewing experience. I can tell you right now, it's not hard to do. I downloaded it tonight just before I came on so my wife could watch me if she wanted to. And very easy to do, very quick, and it works, folks. It works. So as we come back, we've got about 1.5 minutes. Teams will start coming onto the field here. Both teams are out stretching, getting warmed up. It's 14-14. When we come back from the third half, the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs will kick off the Schurz landscape kickoff to the Snyder Tigers as they deferred to the second half for the kickoff. So looking at the first half, Lakeview came out, guns a-blazing, put 2 touchdowns on the board, one in the first quarter, one in the second quarter. And then, for some reason, and then they played defense really well, but then the Tigers found out that Danon Smith is on fire and gave the Chiefs a heavy, heavy dose of Danon Smith. He ran in their first touchdown, made it 14-7, and his run game was able to throw the defense just enough that they had a receiver that was able to kind of slip past the Lakeview defense, Kason Reinhardt, and Aiden Claxton was able to hit him in the end zone to tie the game 14-14. So how do we do that? What do you have to do if you're Lakeview? What are you doing? You need to find an answer or a way to stop Smith. You got to find a way to stop that run game. And here's the thing. The Tigers haven't really displayed the full potential of their run game, I'm afraid, because they've been putting Jacob James in motion a lot, and I'm wondering if they've got design plays for Jacob James has gotten a toss a couple times, little flip toss from Claxton a few times. Claxton's run the ball himself. He's had a little bit of effectiveness, a little bit of ineffectiveness at times, but I'm wondering, about the time you key on Smith, are they going to start doing some crazy stuff with Jacob James and some crazy stuff with Claxton behind the center there? And so the Chiefs are lining up in the fence. And so I think the thing is if you're the Chiefs, you've got to find a way to put a stop to that run game. Here come the Chiefs out for the second half as they get that go down to the sideline here, and the flags are flying. The Chiefs are running. The cheerleaders are cheering. And I got to tell you, folks, is there any better time than Friday Night Lights? There just isn't a better time of the year. It's a great, they always talk about Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I say Friday Night Lights is the most wonderful time of the year, folks. And this is why. A game that a lot of people thought maybe the Lakeview Chiefs were going to kind of dominate the Snyder Tigers, and in some facets of the game, they really have. Not so much the running game in the second quarter, but in some facets of the game, they have dominated, okay? But it's not been a total domination by Lakeview by any means, as evidenced by the score, 14-14. So, and that's what I love about Friday Night Lights football, because you just don't know what's going to happen, folks. You just don't know. When you look at the sidelines and you see 40 players here or 35, 40 players for Lakeview, and I look over there and I see 20, 25 players for Snyder, you think, surely we're going to dominate just with fresh legs alone, but sometimes that is not the case. So, but there's a whole nother half of football to go, and a lot can happen as we line up here for the Schurz landscape kickoff to start the second half, as Isaiah Rios will get ready to kick off to the Tigers. Looks like Danon Smith and Jacob James, it looks like, are back to receive the kickoff. Not 100%, but here's the kick, and looks like maybe Smith is going to – no, it's going to be Jacob James over there, and he's going to get it to the 10, the 15. He's at the 20. He's making a way around to the 30. You get taken down right about the 31. They're going to say the 32-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs have to come out on defense and really penetrate the offensive line and get into the backfield quick for two things. One, if Claxton is back there and at the quarterback position, you got to get to him quick if he's going to pass or flush him out of the pocket. Your linebackers are going to have to invade at that point. If Claxton decides to run, your linebackers need to be invading as it is to get to the running game, because they're lining up in what they've been doing, the same plays they've been handing the ball off to Smith. And so here we go. Here's where we go. And Claxton's going to take it himself, and he's going to be taken down for, I'd say, no gain, maybe a loss of a yard, probably no gain. Yeah, they're going to give him the 32-yard line back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Look at here on the instant replay by Alpha Paving. Just gets enough as Smith throws a great block there. Actually threw the defender into Claxton. Actually, that's probably a bad block. But either way, 2nd and 10. And like I said, I thought they were going to come out with a running game again, and that's what they've done. It's really the only facet of the game that has truly, really worked for the Tigers. I only think they completed 2 or 3 passes there in the first half. And so they're going to flip their setup, and Claxton's going to go back to pass, but he's going to pass down the field. It looks like it's going to be out of bounds, and that's what it is. It's an incomplete pass. Reinhardt was the intended receiver there, as it's way overthrown, and 3rd and 10. So if you're the Lakeview Chiefs, this is what you want to get that 3 and out to start the second half. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You want to get that 3 and out, get the ball back, and it's just like you started both halves with the ball. So you need a big play here by the defense, and just to stop. Don't let them get a first down here. Get the 3 and out as they get set back with a big set in the backfield, and Claxton's going to take the ball himself. He tries to go downfield. He overthrows his intended receiver there, number 11, Ethan Rios. And that's 4th and 10, and on comes the punting unit with Cabrera coming in to punt for the Tigers. Now, here's the problem. There have been a couple of kicking situations here for the Chiefs where that's where the turnovers occurred. Okay? So if you're the Chiefs, protect the ball. A couple of fumbles that have turned the ball over for them. One of them, I'm pretty sure, were in the kicking game, if I remember right. And so protect the football at all costs for the Chiefs, and then let's make a drive. So kick is up. It's really high. Going to go out of bounds. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to take a Chief bounce at the 41-yard line, 42-yard line, a net punt of 10 yards for the Chiefs as they take over in Snyder territory at the 42-yard line of the Tigers. 1st and 10. Didn't even have to move the chains. All they did was move the down marker from one end to the other, a net of 10 yards on the punt. And it landed about the 48 and then just bounced back. Took a big bounce for the Chiefs as we get set here. 3 to the right. He hands the ball off to Ramirez up the middle. He's immediately hit by a host of Tigers trying to go up the middle. Probably going to take a loss of 1, make it 2nd and 11. The down marker's at the 45, but they marked the ball down at the 44. There we go. They're going to say 2nd and 12 at the 44. My apologies. So, all right. That run was not effective for the Chiefs. That doesn't mean we can't try it again, as number 12, Isaiah Rios, is at the running back position right now. And Alviso is going to take it himself around the right end. He's across the 40, 35, and out of bounds at looks like about the 34. Make it 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 there for the Chiefs. Very different play call. Opens your playbook up. You can do whatever you want right here. Short pass, short wheel route, out route, run the ball up the middle, push the line. There's a lot you can do here. You got 2 receivers each side. You're spreading the field really well, using about 80% of the field with your receiving spread here. And Isaiah Rios and up the middle. And Rodella, a man in motion, is going to take the ball across the 30-yard line, about the 29-yard line for a Chief first down. They're going to mark it down they're going to give him the 28. Nope, I was right, 29. 1st and 10, Chiefs, 29-yard line. And that's what you wanted. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. You can open that playbook up and do a lot of different things. They put Rodella in motion, and he got the first down. So they're going to set up again. Same setup, almost exact same setup. 2 receivers each side, and Avizo passes through the middle to Francisco Ramirez. Touchdown, Chiefs! 29-yard pass from Alviso to Ramirez on a little wheel route inside, and Ramirez takes it all the way to pay dirt. 20-14. Your Chiefs lead it with 9:42 to go, pending the extra point right here. Isaiah Rios in for the kick to kick the extra point with Christian Esparza as the holder. The ball is down, kick is up. And, folks, it is good. 21-14. Your Chiefs come out, make a 3-and-out stop, get the ball, put it into pay dirt. 21-14, your lead. 9:42 to go here as we have the Alpha Paving instant replay. Great throw across the middle of the field, and Ramirez takes it all the way home. Breaks a tackle to get there. Great job, Chiefs. That's what we want to see. That's a way to come out and start the second half. Stop them on defense, put it in the end zone on offense, and let's not play any more games. At another Alpha Paving touchdown there for the Chiefs as we get ready for another Schurz landscape kickoff. Whew, that's a lot of talking there, folks. The Tigers come out ready to receive the kick. You got James, and it was actually number 11. Number 5, Jacob James, and number 11, Ethan Rios, that were back to receive the kickoffs for the Tigers. Isaiah Rios handling kickoff duties tonight. A little bit of a mixed bag. He's kicked a couple short ones, couple long ones. Last week we saw the same thing. He kicked a couple short ones, kicked a couple of them up through the back of the end zone. I have a feeling he's just got a good enough leg that if whatever Coach Guevara wants him to do, he can do it. And so here we go as Rios kicks off the Schurz landscaping kickoff, and unfortunately that one's going to go out of bounds, and the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30 as that ball sails just out of bounds about the 2-yard line. Had another one last week that did that. Looked like it went out of bounds in the end zone, but they said it went out of bounds in about the 1-yard line down there in Fort Stockton. This one about the 2-yard line. It happens sometimes. I think he was trying to pull James quite a bit back maybe and just pull him to the right of the field where the coverage was intended to go. But the ball just didn't stay in bounds. So are they gonna make him re-kick this? I mean, Snyder has that option, that's for sure. And so they're going to back it up 5 yards and make him re-kick it from the 35. Honestly, if I'm Coach Guevara, I'm telling him, you kick it as far down the field as you can, put everything you have into it, because Rios is certainly capable of kicking that ball a long ways, as he showed last week down in Fort Stockton. Don't let these first few kickoffs fool you. He's capable, folks. So we're going to redo this Schurz landscaping kickoff here, and it's going to be a shorter kick as it's going to land at about the 30 and be picked up by number 4 of the Tigers, and there's going to be a flag on the field, typically in the area of maybe a block in the back or something, as he goes down at the 41-yard line, and that's going to be another Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty there as Kashawn Leonard returns that ball to the 41. And I'm wondering if it's a block in the back. That's typically the most common. Maybe a hold on the offense, and it is against the Tigers. Just waiting for the signal by the referee. Here we go. Let's see. It's a hold. Yep. Hold. That's going to take 10. That's going to negate the long. The ball was fielded at the 30-yard line, brought out to about the 30. Looks, I guess, at the 36. It's going to back them up to the 26. So one of the worst starting positions for the Tigers tonight. So the Chiefs got a little more room to work with as the Tigers come out with a big package again, lined up very tight on the right side of the line with one receiver out to the left. And, yeah, a little trickery there as number 11, Ethan Rios, is going to swing around the left side and be taken down after a gain. He's taken down by Francisco Ramirez, after a gain of about 30-some-odd yards here. Let's look at the Alpha Paving instant replay here, and that's, about right at 30-some-odd, about 31 yards, I'm gonna say, at the 43-yard line of the Chiefs. Big plays can kill you, but you still got a chance. You got a new fresh set to stop them. And they're going to set the same play up with this big package on the end. They can run a lot of stuff out of this. They hand off to Danon Smith up the middle, and you knew you're going to get a dose of Danon Smith tonight, and you got to find a way to stop him as he gets a run up the middle of about 10 yards. And here we go with the instant replay by Alpha Paving, and he actually isn't touched for about 5 yards and then drags a defender for about another 3 or 4 to get the first down. He's a strong young man. He's fast. He's strong. And so they're going to flip this play here. They're still heavy on the left end now. And they're going to pitch out to Dane, and he's immediately hit. Hit by number 17, Roman Garcia. Great hit and takedown. Let's look at that again here in instant replay by Alpha Paving. Little pitch to Danon Smith, and immediately doesn't go anywhere, loses about 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 17 for the Tigers here. All right. Well, I thought they were going to come out of that, but they decided to stay in the huddle there. There we go. Tigers break the huddle with about 10 seconds here to go as they get lined up. They're going to spread the field a little bit more. 3 receivers to the right. Tight end formation here on the left. And Claxton takes the snap. He's going to go deep downfield, and it's going to be an incomplete pass around the 4-yard line. Intended receiver, is that Jacob? I think that's maybe Jacob James down there. That's going to be Kashawn Leonard as the intended receiver as we look at that under Alpha Paving instant replay here. And, that's number 11. That's Ethan Rios there. 3rd and 17 here for the Tigers. About 7:49. Clock is stopped right now with the incomplete pass. 7:49 to go here in the third quarter. Big play here for the Chiefs. Big stop here will do a lot of good for them. Here's the snap as he steps back. Goes downfield, and did he get it? Did he stay in bounds? Is it an interception there by number 17? They say he did. He's in bounds. That's a turnover for the defense of the Chiefs. Number 17, Roman Garcia. Let's look at that on instant replay. I couldn't quite see it at my angle, and the ball is up. It's down there. I apologize. That is Francisco Ramirez with that interception. He scores a touchdown. He gets an interception. This young man does it all, folks. All right, 1st and 10, 12-yard line. He stayed in bounds. He got out at the 12. Nothing new tonight for the Chiefs as they get start back deep in their own territory. Alviso keeps the RPO for himself. Across the 15, the 20 goes out of bounds about the 20-yard line. Going to make it 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs here. Good little run. He didn't like what he saw with giving the ball up the middle as we look at this on the Alpha Paving instant replay. Didn't like what he saw giving the ball to Samuel Ramirez up the middle, and so he took it himself. Gains about 8 yards, and Alviso's making good decisions tonight. He's playing really well. He's hitting his receivers for the most part. I mean, every quarterback's going to have some bad passes, but he puts his man into motion, Rodello, and he's going to step back. He goes across the middle to who is this? This is number 12, Rios, Isaiah Rios, and he's going to gain about, well, let's see where they mark it. about 13 yards on the play to the 36-yard line. We look at it here on the instant replay by Alpha Paving, and Rios, he catches it for about 7 yards and then takes it for about another. Catches it for about 4 yards, takes it for about another 10 or 11 for a first down for the Chiefs. New set of downs, and here we go. 1st and 10, their own 36-yard line, and handoff to Ramirez, and unfortunately this time, no going, probably going to be a loss of a down, not a loss of a down, they're going to say a loss of 2 yards on the play as forward progress to the 34-yard line there for the Chiefs. Not a lot of success running up the middle for the Chiefs. Throwing across the middle, they've been successful with a little bit, but they're going to say a loss of 3 yards. They're going to take it back another yard. So 2nd and 13, but not a lot of success running up the middle. Very little, as the Tigers have been able to hold that line pretty well there on the defensive side of the ball. So we're going to set up 2 receivers each side, and he's going to take the RPO from Murillo. So he goes downfield and just misses Christian Esparza. A little overthrow for Christian Esparza, about the 45-yard line or so. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 13. A little high on the pass. Esparza not quite able to get up and get that. So not a bad idea going out that direction. Just didn't quite work out completely. And so 3rd and 13. Not a lot of plays built for this. Get some of it back, and then you can make a decision to go or to punt. And Rodello goes into motion, and Alviso pulls the handoff, and that is an interception to Daniel Cabrera. No, that's not Daniel Cabrera. That's 44, Andres Martinez, across the middle. Probably the first mistake made by Alviso tonight as we look at it again here on the Alpha Paving instant replay. Looking for Roman Garcia, the intended receiver, and Cabrera is just coming the other way. Alviso probably just didn't quite see him, and he returns it to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers here. And honestly, folks, hey, quarterbacks make mistakes. It happens, but that's really the first big mistake he's made all night. He's done really well, making good passes and good runs, knowing when to pull the ball, when to throw it, and all that. As Claxton gets ready to throw downfield, and he overthrows Reinhardt there for the Tigers in an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Not really sure why we're not seeing a whole lot of Danon Smith at this point, but I mean, I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 10. Wouldn't be surprised to see a run and play, get some of that yard back. Tigers train of thought there. We'll see what happens. They're going to spread the field, 4 receivers, 2 each way, with Smith off of Claxton's right pocket there. Cabrera in motion. They're going to pitch to Cabrera up front, and he's going to go around the right end. He gets around the corner, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at around the 6-yard line or so. They're going to say out of bounds at the 7-yard line, looking at the Alpha Paving instant replay here. Hey, credit where credit's due. Cabrera made a good run. Kind of curious about that hands to the face there. But as long as he doesn't wrap his hands, it's not a face mask. And so it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line here for the Tigers. I keep saying it, but as the Tigers enter the Angelo MRI red zone here, I wouldn't be surprised to see a good dose of Smith here. Looks like a wildcat for Smith here, and that's not surprising. Smith's going to try and go up the middle, but he's going to be taken down. Well, I thought he was taken down. Looks like he's going to power into the end zone. Looked like he was going to be down at the 5, and he just pushes and comes out the other end in the end zone. 21-20, pending the extra point here for the Snyder Tigers. It's a good run. I expected to see Smith take the ball, and of course they came out in the wildcat formation there, and Smith was the man, and he took it in. So good power run for him. Coach Gonzalez comes to Snyder from Lovington. Lovington was the Wildcats, and they ran a lot of Wildcat formation out there to the tune of 2 state championships the last couple years. And it looks like he brought a little of that with him here to Snyder, and it's been tough. As they're going to go for 2, they change up the play here to go for 2, and they give it to Cabrera, who is, let's see, they're going to take him down. No good on the try. So the score is going to remain 21-20. The Chiefs are going to stay leading here as we look at the Alpha Paving instant replay here. Cabrera trying to make it around the right end, and I'm not sure who that young man was that connected with him. Looks like maybe number 8, Isaac Monreal, kind of tied him up, and then the rest of the Chief team said, hey, let me help you, and took him down and out of bounds and down, and no good on the try. 21-20. Lakeview continues to lead. That was not Monreal. I cannot tell who that is. Maybe I thought it was maybe a 58. I can't really tell. I don't have a 58. Maybe 78. Maybe that was Harry Matthews on the D-line there. I'm not sure. But either way, he held him just long enough, kept him going laterally, and he couldn't turn to go upfield, and the rest of the Chiefs came over and said, here, let me help you out. So the Chiefs come out ready for the Schurz Landscape kickoff here. Francisco Ramirez, who has done it all tonight, folks, receiving touchdown, interception. He has done a ton of stuff tonight. Player of the game for me right now, is probably Francisco Ramirez at this point. He's been amazing. Maybe Alviso. He's played really well himself. But Ramirez and Braylon White are downfield for the kickoff here for the Snyders as they finally break their huddle to get ready to kick the ball here for the Schurz Landscaping kickoff. So, they're going to get set. And here we go. Straight kick down there. Ramirez is going to field it. He's across 15-20. He's at the 30 where they're going to take him down probably around the 29, I think. That's where they're going to mark it down, 29-yard line, and the Chiefs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Okay. So I do want to point out, we got Alviso in here at quarterback. Austin Perez caught a touchdown earlier tonight. When I saw Alviso come in at quarterback to start, I wasn't sure if Perez was going to be able to play tonight. We do have a timeout taken by the Snyder Tigers. But what I want to talk about here real quick is, when Alviso comes out, we weren't sure what was going to happen with Perez, how much he was or wasn't going to play. And he hasn't come in at quarterback at all, but he has played receiver. He's made some really good plays, got a touchdown on the board. But Alviso, he threw this quarterback, and I see Perez down here warming up on the sideline right now, but Alviso has played really, really well. He's run well tonight. He's used his body to get the extra yard if he needed it, when he's getting tackled, and he's thrown the ball really well. He's overthrown a couple. He had the interception, big deal, but he's only a sophomore, and he's playing really well tonight, and he will get better even if he doesn't play another down at quarterback after tonight this season. He's going to get better. So what that tells me for Lakeview is their quarterback situation is in good hands after Perez graduates. And so we'll see what happens tonight with Perez and see if he gets to come back in or not. He was warming up, throwing the ball. We'll see as we get number 15 in motion here, as he's going to take the ball around the left end, and he's going to bounce out. He's going to get 4. It looks like probably about 4 yards on the run. Number 15 there, Christian Esparza. They're going to give him 3 yards. 3 yards. But, the play nearly collapsed for a no gain, but he was able to bounce out a little bit and run around Braylon White, got him an extra block in there and got 3 yards. So now instead of 2nd and 10, it's going to be 2nd and 7. They're going to stack 3 receivers to the right hand, Braylon White on the other end by himself, and the ball is going to be taken by Alviso up the middle and just short of the 35. It's going to get about 34, 2 yards, 3rd and 5 is going to be the likely scenario here. 3rd and 5, you can open your playbook up again. Maybe not as much as 3rd and 2, but you can open it up quite a bit, and you got a lot of options of what you can do here. to get that first down. And if you get 3 or 4 yards, you got choices to make. So we're going to stack the same way, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, Braylon by himself. Ball is going to go downfield to number 15, Esparza. That's going to be caught at the 45-yard line for a gain of about 11 yards as we look at the instant replay here by Alpha Paving. And Esparza just kind of goes across the middle, catches it right there. Should be about the 46-yard line, I'm guessing. They put him at the 45. His forward progress was probably the 46. Hard to call that in real time. But either way, 1st and 10 here for the Chiefs as they get set. 2 receivers put Rodella in motion. And Alviso takes it himself. He crosses the 50 down probably around the 45. Looks like he got the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be close. He's going to just get it or just miss it. And we're watching the Alpha Paving instant replay here. And I don't know. I just looks like we might have to have a measurement maybe. Oh, no, they say you got it. They're going to say first down. That's what I thought, folks. I mean, it didn't look like it was a hard call to make there, but they did. They finally made the first down call. 1st and 10, the 45 of the Tigers as Alviso throws to Francisco Ramirez. He's across the 40 and the 35. He's going to get another first down after a gain of 11 or 12 yards. Let's see what they give him. Looks like they're going to give him 11 probably, maybe 12. Yeah, they're going to give him 11 yards as we look at the Alpha Paving instant replay here. And just a little, throw it out there and behind the line and let him make something with it. And he goes 11 yards down the field for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Chiefs, or of the Tigers, sorry, as Calvin Whitfield goes in motion. The ball goes down the field to Whitfield and through his hands, through his legs, incomplete. Calvin Whitfield, another sophomore here with this Chiefs team. Great little diversion there as he goes in motion, makes a little wheel route down to head up field, and just went right through his hands, between his legs, and just couldn't quite come up with it. I bet he wants that chance to catch that again right back. So 2nd and 10 as Alviso steps back, and he said doesn't like anything he sees. He takes the ball himself. He's going to be taken down after about a 2-yard run, going to make it 3rd and 8. And and we look at instant replay here by Alpha Paving, and yeah, a couple yards there, 3rd and 8. Your playbook's a little open, not great, with 3rd and 8, and but the Tigers have played really well, the Chiefs have played really well, and in this area of the field, this could be 2-down territory for the Chiefs as they go with a little T formation back there and hand off to Isaiah Rios. He gets a couple of blocks across the 30-yard line, and he's going to gain about 4 or 5. They're going to give him about 4 yards on that. It's going to make it 4th and 3. And let's see. Yeah, about 4th and 3. And so looks like they're probably going to go for it. I mean, you don't want to, you got a short field to punt. Do you trust your kicker enough? Do you trust Isaiah Rios to hit this from this far? From here, it's about a 45-yard field goal. So they're going to go for it, and Alviso steps back, and the ball is down the field, in the air, and broken up by the Tigers with the intended receiver of Christian Esparza. Couldn't quite come up with it. Let's look at the replay here by Alpha Paving. Good throw. It was there, but the Leonard for the Tigers breaks it up, and turnover on downs for the Chiefs as the Tigers take over. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Or, 27-yard line. Tough play there. It's a hard catch. It's a difficult catch, folks, trying to catch it over his shoulder. And it just got, Leonard's tall and just able to get his hand in there and break it up. And so Claxton steps in. Looks like he's going to take it himself. And he's going to dodge one of his defenders, and he's going to get the first down at the 38-yard line after a gain of 11. And we're looking at the Alpha Paving replay here. Does a little dodge there on Monreal, and eventually taken down by, looks like maybe Francisco Ramirez took him down. But, that would be number 5. That would be Scott Copes. First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 38-yard line. And they're going to spread the field again. 3 receivers with a tight end formation set up. And Claxton's taking the ball himself, but he's immediately met in the backfield. About 2-yard loss as he's taken down in the backfield. Tried to run it himself after a high snap. Looking here at the instant replay by Alpha Paving. Slips a little bit and probably lucky to get a loss of only 2. Could have easily been a loss of 5 or 6 if the Chiefs get back there a little bit quicker. So 2nd and 12 for the Tigers. And, again, that tight end formation on the end there, 3 receivers, and they're going to hand off to Damon Smith up the middle. It looks like he's going to get that 2-yard loss back and maybe one more for that 3-yard gain to make it 3rd and 9 here for the Tigers. I laugh because I kept trying to call Smith Damian, but his name is Danon Smith. I always got it wrong. He would always correct me too. But 3rd and 9, big play here coming up for the Chiefs on defense. Good stop here will really help you a lot. We got 5 seconds. It looks like they're going to let the clock count down to the end of the 4th quarter here. And that's going to end the third quarter here. That's going to end the 3rd quarter as we get ready to go into the 4th quarter. So, folks, stay with us. And you're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 3rd down play here as Claxton gets the ball. He throws, and he hits, that is Ethan Rios, who's going to go downfield and get knocked. Does he get knocked out or does he make it in? They're going to say he is into the end zone. That's going to make it 26-21, pending the extra point or 2-point try, as we saw last time with the Tigers. We'll see what happens here. But Ethan Rios just able to keep it in bounds, and Chiefs unable to stop him. They had a play like that last week. It was a little bit longer, 70 yards. That momentum seemed to shift after that play, but the Chiefs got their mojo back, and I fully expect that to happen tonight, them to get their mojo back. And it looks, let's see, we got a flag on the play. That's going to be an Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty. 12 men in the huddle on an extra point play, 2-point try. As soon as they broke the huddle, one man took off for the sideline, and the official said, "I don't think so. Here's a penalty and 5 yards." So looks like they'll probably kick this instead of going for 2. They were going to go for 2, it had appeared. And so they're still going to go for 2. So as Claxton and Smith are in the backfield, 4 receivers, 2 each way. And Claxton comes back, and he's looking for something, and he's looking, and he finally gets the throw off, and it's into the ground. No one, three Chiefs around there, but Jacob James, looking for Jacob James. And here's that touchdown play on that 47-yard run after the catch here for Ethan Rios that gave the Tigers the lead, 26-21. That instant replay sponsored by Alpha Paving. You're not in trouble here. You're not in trouble here if you're Lakeview. You're down, but you're not out. You just got to put a good drive together. You got 11:47, plenty of time to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay disciplined and just put a good drive together here and move the ball downfield. That's all you have to do here. And I know it's easy to stand up here in the booth as the armchair quarterback and say all that. But the fact is, we've seen this team tonight, as well as last week, put good drives together. So let's see what happens as we're going to have Francisco Ramirez and Braylon White come out to receive the Schurz Landscape kickoff here. 11:47 to go. 26-21. The Snyder Tigers lead your Lakeview Chiefs at the moment. Let's see what happens, folks. You've stopped 2 extra point. You stopped two-point attempts. So, I mean, you've seen a lot of good here on the defense of the. That's probably the biggest play of the night the Chiefs have given up on defense. So, you've seen a lot of good from the Chiefs here. And so here's the kickoff as it's down the field, fielded about the 13-yard line by Ramirez. He gets across the 20 to about, well, we're going to see what the forward progress they give him. Looks like about the 25. So the Chiefs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ramirez has played a heck of a game tonight. You've tried to put the ball in Braylon White's hands a few times, not been successful a whole lot with that. He's made a couple good plays when he's gotten the ball. Perez has had a good reception for the touchdown run. You're getting other receivers involved in the passing game right now. Alvizo's doing good passing the ball, and so let's see what happens here as Alvizo takes the snap, pulls the ball is on the ground for a fumble, and it looks like the Tigers have recovered it at the 20-yard line. I am not sure what happened here. It looked like Alvizo went to give the ball to Samuel Ramirez, and he went to pull the RPO to roll out to his left-hand side, and the ball got hit by Ramirez and knocked out, and Tiger ball at the 20-yard line. So, unfortunate. I think that same play happened last week, too. It's part of what resulted in the safety. The only difference was the ball didn't hit the dirt, hit the ground. Ramirez got tackled in the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line as Claxton steps back to pass, and he's going to run it himself. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to take a 20-yard run into the touchdown, into the end zone for a touchdown. That's going to make it 32-21. And I'm not sure what's happening here, folks. The wheels are kind of falling off here for the Chiefs. Sometimes that happens, but hey, you can still right the ship. Let's see what we can do here. We're down by 11, 32-21. Plenty of time here in the fourth quarter with 11:21 to go. We look at this Alpha Paving instant replay here. A 20-yard run by Claxton. One thing I can say, Claxton likes to run the ball at the quarterback position, that's for sure. They're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 13-point game. This is the 3rd time they're going to try for 2. They've been unsuccessful twice. They put Jacob James in motion, and Claxton takes the ball. He's going to try to run it himself, and he will get the 2-point conversion this time. That makes it 34-21 in favor of the Snyder Tigers. So, yeah. So, we'll be back. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Protect.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We get ready here for the Schurz Landscape kickoff. Again, Ramirez and White back to receive the kickoff. Turnovers will kill you, folks. 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and an interception by the Chiefs offense, and that it is really hard to recover that. You've only had, you're -3 in the turnover margin, and that's one of those stats that when you're losing that battle like that, it's hard to win ball games here. So you got to right this ship real quick. And so that kick goes straight to Ramirez, who actually misses it. It's going to roll into the end zone as he's going to have to run that out. He's across the 5 and going to go down at about the 8-yard line. He just missed it. It bounced in front of him. He tried to catch it, and it went through his hands and into the end zone, had to run it out, and only got about 8 yards on the return there by Ramirez. And he might have been fortunate to get those 8 yards under the circumstances. But either way, that's where your Chiefs take over right here, 1st and 10, the 8-yard line. Let's see what Alviso can do to lead this team down the field and hopefully put 7 more on the board. I bet he can do it. Let's see. He's going to line 3 up to his left, 1 man to his right. And so Alviso, he's going to hand it off to Smith up the middle. He's going to get across the 10 to about they might have rolled him to the 13 or 14, but it looked like the 11 or 12. And that's what they're going to say. They're going to say down at the 12, good 4-yard run. Make it 2nd and 6 here for the Chiefs. That play developed a little slowly, but that's okay. As Alviso steps back, takes the snap, he's going to throw the ball down the field. He's going to hit Ramirez just enough for the first down, and that's about all he's going to get is the first down, and that's okay because that's going to be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line for the Chiefs, and that's all that matters, new set of downs. So Ramirez knew he needed 6, and that's what he got you. And he wasn't going to get a whole lot more as 2 Snyder Tigers just pounced all over him. So now Alviso takes the snap, pulls the RPO, and he's going to end up taking the ball himself up the field. He's crossed 20, 25, and slides around the 30. He's going to be down at the 30 with the slide as he gets a 12-yard gain there. As we look at this again on instant replay with Alpha Paving, and he does. He slides at the 30, and he gets hit, but they were already in the motion, so it's legal. So we're going to set 2 receivers up each way, handoff to Ramirez up the middle as he gets across the 30, and maybe 1 or 2 yards more. Let's see. They're going to give him 2. Going to make it 2nd and 8. Ramirez up the middle. He's been okay for 2. He's done okay getting that 2 a couple times now. And so Alviso, he's going to send the ball down the field for Braden White, and he definitely had room to get that, but it wasn't quite. It was far enough, but it wasn't in Braden White's reach. Maybe a little miscommunication there. I'm not sure if Alviso thought Braylon was going to take a little hitch there or what, but either way, incomplete pass, 3rd and 8. Here for the Chiefs. As we get set here for the 3rd and 8 play, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on the receiver side, and Alviso, the play is going to be killed. I don't see a flag. Was there a flag thrown? No, timeout was called by the Tigers. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Would you like a time lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Hey, Chiefs fans, we want to let you know that if you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. As experience tells me, they will take care of you. Even in their service department, they're really great. They've done really good things for us. My wife and I both drive Toyotas, and we love them, and they've taken great care of us since we've lived here. So we get set up 3rd and 8 here for the Chiefs. And Alviso steps back to pass, puts it into the hands of Rodello, and he's going to be hit around the 43-yard line out of bounds. He's going to 42. He gets knocked out of bounds around the 42. That's first down, 1st and 10, Chiefs. Good little play as we look at it here on Alpha Paving Instant Replay. And it looked like it's probably knocked out but either way, 42-yard line, 1st and 10. And Alviso throws it over to Ramirez on the other side of the field there, and he's across the 50. And folks, it's a foot race. Can he beat James? He's going to be, as he gets taken down, he falls about the 10-yard line after a 58-yard play there. Let's look at this again on instant replay with Alpha Paving, because this is all Ramirez here. It became a foot race here with Jacob James here. And Jacob James tries to strip him, trips him up, and then he falls another 5 yards. 1st and goal from the 10 for the Chiefs here as Alviso rolls out to his right, throws the ball over to Rodello. Touchdown, Chiefs! 10-yard pass as Alviso rolls to his right, hits Rodello in the backfield, and Rodello just runs it into the end zone to make this a 34-27 game. Looking at this again on Alpha Paving Instant Replay here. Rodello gets it about the 9 and just beats his man. That's Cabrera over there, I believe. He beats him into the end zone. We got the extra point coming up here as Rios puts the kick up. It's good, folks. We got a 6-point game with 8:52 to go here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. Don't go anywhere, folks. Just like last week, do not turn off that TV. Do not turn off whatever you're using to watch this. Don't turn it off. Don't go anywhere. We've got a game, folks, and it's a good one, okay? It's about to get real interesting, I think, especially if the Chiefs defense can come out with a good stop here, put the offense back on the field. Anything can happen. This is why you watch Friday Night Lights. Okay? All right, folks. Man. This is a lot doing this by yourself as we get ready for the Schurz landscaping kickoff here. The Chiefs coming out. Isaiah Rios getting ready for this kickoff here. The Tigers coming out. They're going to send James and Rios back to receive the kickoff. And, turnover wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings at this point. Wouldn't mind seeing it personally. So, all right, here we go. The kick is up. It's a little short. Going to be fielded by Leonard, it looks like, and he's met at the 40-yard line, goes down about the 43. I'm going to tell you, he really fought pretty hard to get that extra 3 yards there. And he's a tall kid. He's a tall young man. And Keshawn Leonard, honestly, that whole family, they're all tall. They're all 6 foot plus, every one of them. And he laid out to get the extra couple yards, and that's where the Tigers will take over at their own 43-yard line. And the Chiefs defense is going to get lined up with looks like a 5-man front here nearly. As they hand the ball off to Smith. They anticipated Smith there. But he's going to still push forward for 4 yards to make it 2nd and 6. Good play call by the DC there for Lakeview. He expected Smith. Smith got the ball. Like I said, Smith is fast. He's strong. He's still got 4 yards out of it. Had a little bit of a hole, but the Chiefs line there, they collapsed that hole pretty quick once Smith came across it. So, 2nd and 6. Big end package again. They've run this weird-looking package a few times. They hand off to Smith up the middle again, and Smith's going to get the first down. He's going to be taken down about the 42-yard line of the Chiefs. And as we look at this on the Alpha Paving instant replay, he's just powerful. He's just powerful and fast, and that's 2 dangerous combinations. Or that's a dangerous combination together in a running back, and Lakeview just hasn't really had an answer for him. So, and when he runs like that, he's opening up that pass game. If Claxton decides to pull the ball and pass down the field. And so we get set. He hands off to Smith again. Smith has to bounce to the outside, but he's met and ended up being taken down after a gain of 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. He bounced off the first tackler, but he didn't bounce off the second one. Did not bounce off the second one. So 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Tigers. 3-man front there in the trenches for Lakeview. Looks like they're pulling a couple of the linebackers up a little bit every so often to assist in getting but they're going to play back this time. Oh, now they're going to move up there right before the snap. And the ball is over Claxton's head, and he's going to go down for a loss of – that's going to be a loss of 11 yards. That's going to make it 3rd and about 16. But we look at this under the Alpha Paving instant replay, and, he just right over his head. Bad snap there. Interestingly enough, if I'm not mistaken, I believe both centers for these teams are both sophomores. So, maybe a little jitters there, even though it's in the 4th quarter, a little jittery and bad snap. It happens. 3rd and 16, though, either way for the Tigers at the 48-yard line of the Chiefs. As we get lined up, they got 3 receivers out left, 1 to the right here, and step back to pass as the Lakeview makes a big push to flush him out, and he still is able to hit his receiver Reinhardt at the 35-yard line, 36-yard line for a gain of about 12 yards, going to make it 4th and 4. And in this area, Snyder may be going for it. I'm not sure. It's just one of those areas where, 4th and 4, you go for it, and you've got a back that can push through. I'm thinking if they're going for it and I'm Lakeview, I may sell out for the run right here and go after Dane and Smith. The passing game hasn't been great. It's been effective a little bit, but it hasn't been great for the Tigers. I might sell out for the run. I'm not sure. Jacob James is going to go into motion here. And we've got a penalty, false start on that looks like a false start as we have another Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty there. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Tigers, but they're going to gather and talk about this. Maybe it's not as cut and dry as it seems. Let's see what we got here. They're going to say timeout for the Tigers to avoid the penalty. Wow. That's okay. I mean, you can do that. Timeout, Tigers. So, okay, 4th and 4. 4th and 4 when we come back here. So you're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Provide us with a better price at the time of purchasing your new tires, and we'll match it. It's just that simple. Or find a better price within 30 days of your purchase, and we'll refund you the difference. Either way, you win.
Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines and special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood.
All right, folks, welcome back to Lakeview Chiefs football. We are 4th and 4 right now as James goes in motion, and looks like the quarterback, Claxton, is going to take it himself, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line. Turnover for the Lakeview Chiefs defense, and the offense will take over 1st and 10 at, I think, the 30, maybe the 37-yard line. Yeah, Claxton tried to run. It was completely designed for Claxton to run this ball, and number 8, Isaac Monreal, steps up and just clobbers Claxton for the loss and the turnover on downs. And with that last timeout that the Tigers took, they are out of timeouts, folks. This could come into play really big, especially if the Chiefs can drive down and get a touchdown right here with 5 minutes to go here in the game. As Alviso throws to Braylon White. He's across the 40, the 50. It's a foot race, folks. Can he get it? He's across the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Chiefs! That touchdown right there of 57 yards and 13 seconds, 4 minutes, 47 to go in the game, and we are tied 34-34, folks. What a play as we look at it here on instant replay. And it was just a foot race. Number 11 chasing number 11 right here. Rios chasing after White, and White won the race. Simple as that. So, what do we got here? Do we have laundry on the field? Looks like maybe there's another Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty here. Waiting on the signal here. I didn't see a flag, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I will say they are taking the ball down to the extra point range. It was a sideline warning. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Looks like the touchdown will stand, I'm assuming. So let's see what happens here. We're waiting for the call from the official. Touchdown's good. So it's going to be a sideline warning, and it's going to be assessed on the kickoff or on the extra point here. So instead of a normal 20-yard kick for the extra point, it's going to be a 35-yard kick. Now, this could be big because if he misses this kick, it's a tie ball game with 4:47 to go in the game. And if he makes it, of course, you're leading. Okay? So let's see what happens here as Rios gets set to kick this. And the kick is up. And, folks, it is good. And your Chiefs have taken the lead back 35-34 for 4:47 to go in the game. Oh, they did signal no good. Boy, that sure looked good from here. I am so sorry. Everybody in the stadium thought that was good until they signaled no good. Okay, I'm being told that might have been a little wide left. Hey, you know what? We all make mistakes. Either way, tie ball game. Your Chiefs have gotten back into this, no matter regardless of that. Your Chiefs have gotten back into this, and momentum has certainly appeared to be shifting in favor of the Lakeview Chiefs tonight. So, let's see what happens on this Schurz Landscaping kickoff here in just a moment as Isaiah Rios gets ready to put this ball down the field to it's going to, well, looks like they're going to change up there for Snyder. They're going to bring Daniel Cabrera in to replace Rios and Jacob James over there for the to receive the kickoff here in just a moment. Lakeview's still in the huddle. There we go. They just broke out now. And I apologize about calling that extra point good. The lights were flashing and looked good, and then the referee said no good. Okay. So Isaiah Rios here with the kickoff. It is up, and it looks like Leonard is going to fill the kickoff again at the 25. He's hit at the 35. He's taken down about the 38-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. And the Chiefs will be on defense. 4:41 to go here in the game, folks. It's been a good one. It's been a good game tonight. Great game tonight. A lot of surprises. Tigers going for 2. You didn't think they'd go for 2, then they did, and done it 3 times in a row, made 1. It's been a good, fun game tonight. Friday Night Lights. It's the best night of the year. So the Tigers get set up. They're rolling 3 to the left, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're going to hand the ball off to Damon Smith as he goes around the right end, and he's got a lot of running room, folks. He's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 30-yard line of the Chiefs. That's what they're going to mark it at the 30. That's a 33-yard gain, 32-yard gain there for the Tigers. You've got to find a way to stop Smith. I know he's had well over 100, maybe even over 150 yards tonight. He's had a lot of yards. You've got to find an answer for him. And I'm being told he's at probably about 151 yards roughly. And so another handoff up the middle, but he's hit at the line, maybe a yard. I think they're going to say no gain, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here for the Tigers, and the Tiger is down on the field. They're going to roll him over, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines and special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
At Schurz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Young man was helped off the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay. The Tigers are set up 2nd and 10. Jacob James in motion. Handoff to Smith up the middle again, and he's going to be upended at the 21-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. And if my numbers are correct, that might be right at 160 yards for that young man. You got to stop him. And, I guess upending him up and making him flip, I guess that's a way to stop him, as we just saw there on the Alpha Paving instant replay. 3rd and 1, huge down right here. At 3rd and 1, I have no doubt you're about to see another dose of Danon Smith. I'm selling out. It's Wildcat. It's Danon. It's going to be his ball. I'm selling out for the run right here. And the ball is way too high, and they are going to stop Danon Smith as he's going to lose a yard, and it's going to be 4th and 2. Another high snap by the Tigers, and Danon was probably lucky to get, because he was about 4 yards back, he's lucky to get about 3 of them and only lose 1 yard, as it's going to be 4th and 2 here for the Tigers. Wouldn't surprise me to see another Wildcat play or just another handoff to Smith. And it is going to be another Wildcat formation. And so, again, I'm probably selling out for the run and just take it out. Try to take him out as Jacob James goes into motion, and Smith does get the ball and oh, man, it's going to be a matter of the stop. I think he got the first down, but it's going to be a matter of the mark. He was right at the 20-yard line. I think he probably got the first down, but they're going to say he got the first down, and that's going to put him in the Angelo MRI red zone on the right inside the 20-yard line. Man, that was tough because the whole swarm of Chiefs got there, and Smith just kind of had to lean into that tackle to try to get the extra yard. So 1st and 10 here, 20-yard line as Claxton takes the ball and hands it off to Smith. And Smith is going to be taken down at the 19.5-yard line probably. Probably got half a yard on that as we see here on the instant replay by Alpha Paving here. And taken down by number 8 there, Isaac Monreal. Isaac's been involved in a lot of plays tonight there on defense. So officially 2nd and 9 here for the Tigers with 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in this game. And so another handoff to Smith as he's immediately hit in the backfield and basically gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 as time continues to click away. 1 minute and 40 seconds. 3rd down and 9. He was immediately hit in the backfield and lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if just the defensive line just got better penetration that time. I'm not sure what happened there, but better play. Even a 0 play is a great play right now. So as we get set for the 3rd and 9, I would imagine at this point if you stop the Tigers, they're going to try to kick a field goal is my guess. But you got to stop them here first. So 3rd and 9 as they get into the backfield of Claxton, and they're going to take him down. But he throws the ball to Smith, who is going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown, making it 40-34, pending the extra point. You had Claxton wrapped up. You were about to take him down, and he just kind of tossed the ball almost in the spirit of Patrick Mahomes there, and just throws it like Mahomes throwing to Kelsey, just throws it to Danon Smith as he's being taken down, and Smith runs into the end zone with 55 seconds left to go in this game. Heartbreaking touchdown. It's not over, though, as Snyder lines up for the extra point here with the score currently 40-34 with 55 seconds to go in this game. So you're not out of it yet. You got a shot here as Cabrera goes to get into the holder position for the extra point. And here's the snap. And the snap is bad. And so the kicker's trying to run it, and he's a big old kid, and he gets taken down, and it's no good, the extra point try. So here's the deal, folks. You got to move fast. You got to get down the field. But if you can score and put the extra point in there, you can win this tonight. Now, as we look at that extra point, that is just the most freaky play I've seen the whole game, and we've seen some crazy stuff tonight, but that pretty much tops the cake right there for us, as we just saw on the Alpha Paving instant replay there. So we're going to have the Schurz Landscape kickoff here. Great news is Lakeview has all 3 of their timeouts, it looks like, and Snyder has none. You got to have a few big plays. You need a good return here. You got to protect the ball. Okay? This is where good decisions are made. Good and bad decisions are made right here. More than likely the final drive of the game for the Chiefs, last chance. So you'd like to see a good return. And they've been kicking to Ramirez. They've been kicking to his side of the field. Braylon White's on the other side. It's gone to Ramirez each time. So, and here's an interesting stat for you. Alviso is 16-20, 385 yards. he has thrown the ball well. Okay? He's averaging 20 yards per completion. That's amazing. Need him for one more drive. One more. And so here comes the kickoff, and it's going to go, looks like, to Ramirez again. He's going to catch it at the 10. He's across the 20. He's across the 30. 35. He's taken out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And I'm going to tell you, they're getting a little chippy out there. And Danon Smith with the tackle for the Tigers and tried to talk some smack a little bit, it looked like. But either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 41 for the Chiefs. 59 yards is your field to work with. So you're winning the yardage battle, 513 to 419. You're doing great playing. So Alviso steps back. He's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to throw a pass. He's just going to throw it away to stop the clock. But there's a flag on the play, and the referee is telling, looks like Coach Guevara to calm down because looks like it's against Snyder possibly. Either way, it's another Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty. Let's see where the call is. They're going to wave that flag off. So it looked like maybe it was against Lakeview, and they're going to just wave it off. I wonder if maybe they were trying to call intentional grounding, and he told him, coaches are trying to tell him he's outside of the pocket because he was. I'm not sure what was going on there, but either way, 2nd and 10. Still got 59 yards to go downfield, and Alviso steps back. He throws and hits Rodello, but Rodello drops the ball. 3rd and 10, 37 seconds to go. Folks, don't change the channel. Don't change the channel here. They've been 3rd and 10 several times tonight and hit 10, 15, 20, 30-yard plays. So this wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is where the big plays have been happening as we get set. 3rd and 10, Alviso in the backfield, 3 to his right, Braylon to his left. And he pulls the handoff, and he's going to be sacked for a loss, and I'm sure we're going to have a timeout here by Lakeview as the loss of 5 yards is going to be 4th and 15. There's a timeout called, so we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Coming out of this timeout, okay, here's the situation. You're down 40 to 34. A touchdown, an extra point to win it. Problem is, you're 64 yards from the end zone. You got 31 seconds left, and it is 4th and 15. Your quarterback has just taken the first true sack of the night, really. I mean, he's thrown for 385 yards. He's done amazing. First true sack of the night. So let's see what happens here. 4th and 15 as he pulls the handoff. Pass goes down there. It looks caught to me, but it may not. They're going to say he's got it. They're going to give him 15 yards, it looks like, on forward progress. I'm not sure. Tigers are saying he didn't get the 15 yards. He's close. He's close, and they're going to say no good. He needed 15. He got 14. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And essentially, folks, that's going to end the game. And under instant replay, you saw it there, folks. He looks really, really close. Unfortunately, you don't have instant replay in high school football in Texas until the state championship, and so Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Chiefs as we look at this one more time under Alpha Paving instant replay. And honestly, that's a first down in my books because forward progress says he hit the 46-yard line, but unfortunately the Tigers are come in, nail the ball out, and that's going to end the game pretty much effectively in the game right there. The coach is not going to take any timeouts because that's it. Unfortunately, the Lakeview Chiefs are not going to win this game. They're going to go down 40-34. They're going to drop to 0-2. The Snyder Tigers will improve to 1-1 on the season. The season is still young, though, folks. Remember, there's 3 seasons to Texas football. There's non-district play, there's district play, and then there's the playoffs. This is just non-district play. You've played 2 really close games against 2 decently good teams. Fort Stockton, a really good team off an 8-2 season last year. Snyder's trying to change the culture that's going on in their town with their football team. They're still small. They're not a whole lot of players. But you play 2 really good games, very tenacious. There's no give up in this team at all. They're going to be ready come district time, folks. They're going to be ready to play a good district season. Your quarterback, Alviso, stepping in as a sophomore and throwing for 385 yards tonight. 399 yards, I believe is what it'll probably officially go down as. He played a great game. Well, it's just all there is to it. So we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll come back and wrap this up for you. So you're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Would you like a time lapse of your construction project? David Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. David Bell Photography and Drone Services.
Provide us with a better price at the time of purchasing your new tires and we'll match it. It's just that simple. Or find a better price within 30 days of your purchase and we'll refund you the difference. Either way, you win.
Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines and special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. All right, folks, let's wrap this up for you tonight. Your Chiefs go down 40-34 to the Snyder Tigers. I was listening during the break here to my counterparts from the Snyder radio there, and a couple of good friends of mine, and they did point out this Tiger team looked a lot better than what they played last week in Pecos when they lost 41-7. Very different team, even in their eyes. Okay, a very different Lakeview team. I'm gonna bet I did see the stats from last week's game. Much better stats. I mean, your leading receiver, 119 yards, Braylon White. Right behind him, Francisco Ramirez at 109 yards. Your quarterback, A sophomore quarterback threw for 399 yards and ran for 98 yards. That's 3 yards off a 500-yard game just with your quarterback, who is a sophomore. A lot of improvement with these Chiefs. Great thing about Texas football, there's no like seeding and ranking process like there are in other states. It's straight up, this district plays that district, and this number 4 plays that number 1, and so on and so forth. So these games really don't matter at this point. If you take anything away from this game, if you really want to take something away from it, and you believe in that preseason matters, and some people do, and in some ways it does, may not look good going into district against Pecos, with Pecos having a 41-7 victory over Snyder, and you have a 40-34 loss. That's about it, but even I don't buy into that sometimes, because by the time you get to district, the teams are not who they are this early in the season. It's the second game of the season, and this Lakeview team will be much more prepared for district by the time they get to that point. And so I don't read a whole lot into that at this point. If this was the game before district, maybe, but that's not the case here. Your team played really well. You had, Ramirez was your leading receiver until that last 50-some-odd yard touchdown, and then I put Braylon over 100 yards, which was, I believe he was pretty sure he was your leading receiver last week. A lot of great things that I see with this team. The defense, maybe not, maybe gave up a little bit more than you really wanted them to see, but really it was one big play. The story of the game tonight, unfortunately for the Chiefs, was Danon Smith, who had well over 160 yards rushing, and the Chiefs just couldn't find an answer for him, and his run game set up a lot of different things that allowed the Tigers to do a little bit more than maybe the Chiefs expected they were going to be able to do tonight, because when you start having to key on that running game, it opens up your passing game, and you can do a lot more things with the passing game, and it becomes a lot harder as defensive coordinator when you've prepared all week for, okay, we're going to stop their running game because it looks like on film maybe that's all they've got going right now that's working. Well, when you're unable to stop it, and then they start doing something different with the passing game, it almost becomes a nightmare for you. And that's kind of what it looked like happened with the Lakeview Chiefs tonight. There in this near the end of the first half, and then throughout the second half, just had a little struggle getting that all together. And in the end, the Tigers would prevail over the Chiefs, 40-34. We'll be here next week. If I'm not mistaken, we'll be playing the Golden Tours of La Mesa. Will be coming to town right here in San Angelo Stadium. You got a chance to rebound, bounce back, and get your first win of the season, and start building some of that confidence again and getting this team back where you want to see them. So with that being said, folks, I'm going to get ready to sign off here and go see my family. But this has been Lakeview Chiefs football here on Concho Sports Network, as your Chiefs fall to 0-2 after the Snyder victory, 40-34. See you next week.